All right, we have some great news in regards to the food stamp drama, otherwise known as SNAP benefits in the month of November. This has been a very wild ride over the last week or so. It looks like we're finally bringing this thing in for a conclusion and a soft landing on this, which is honestly really, really nice considering how wild this has been over the last week. And again, I'm going to bring you the latest updates. We just got yet again more information coming across the wire. I want to bring it to your attention here in this live stream, let you know what is happening here. The memo that was just sent out of USDA literally moments ago out to all of the states, what they have agreed upon, and where we're finally at with this whole thing. And again, it has been back and forth multiple times a day, new announcements, back and forth. Basically, one person says something and then there's an appeal, there's a rebuttal, it's back and forth. I mean, it's been nuts for the last week, actually more than a week now. But let me bring it up to speed as far as what just happened this afternoon, what the administration has agreed upon, when the timing is going to be on all this, what the memo said out of USDA that was issued to the states, and what else we need to know about this, which, by the way, quick side note, when I'm done with this live stream here, I have the actual memo. It's a very short memo. It's only a few lines long that was sent out from USDA to the states. I'll put a link for that memo down below in the description of this live stream when I'm done with it. If you want to read it for yourself, I'll put it down there. The link, give me a few minutes after the live stream is done, and I will certainly put it down there for you. By the way, thank you so much for all of you reaching out with your comments and everything like that down below. Please make sure to subscribe if you have not done so. Even though it feels like this is almost over, it's not quite over yet. There's probably a little bit more to go on this. I'll keep you posted. And again, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you have not done so. I'll certainly be here by your side every single day to keep you posted on this. Okay, where do we even start on this? Let me rewind just a little bit on this. I'm not going to go back too far because honestly, there's just way too many moving parts, okay? Remember yesterday, the district judge, John McConnell out of Rhode Island, wrote and handed down the order to the administration and said, you must fund SNAP benefits. In other words, make all the funds available by the end of the day today, to issue full SNAP benefits for all beneficiaries for the month of November, right? So that happened late yesterday. The administration appealed. This morning, they requested an emergency request order with the United States Court of Appeals to repeal that. That happened this morning, okay? I had a live stream about it this morning. Okay, now this afternoon, just a short time ago, we got this. A memo out of USDA, which was sent to all states stating the following. And again, I will put this memo down below in the description. I'll put a link for it down there when I'm done here, and you can read it for yourself. But they put a memo out, sent it to all states. They're putting the funding in place right here, right now, by the end of the day, so that states can tap into that funding, get the money, and send it out to the beneficiaries. That's it. By the end of the day today, according to the memo, the funds will be available to issue full SNAP benefits, food stamp benefits for all beneficiaries. The money will be available to the states by the end of today. Okay, now I want to throw this out there quickly as well. Obviously, you've heard me say this many times over the last week or so. SNAP program is great. The problem with it is this. USDA funds the program. They oversee the full program, but yet it is also administered on the state-by-state level. It's really going to come down to the speed in which your state accesses the money from USDA and then issues that to you in your respective state, okay? So some states could start getting the money very, very early in just literally the next couple days here. Again, it totally depends on how fast the states access that money and send it out to the beneficiary. Other states may maybe be a little slower on the draw and, taking a little bit longer. And then ultimately, it's going to take a little bit longer for that money to get to the beneficiaries as well, as in you with the EBT card, okay? So all I'm saying is that it's going to be different depending on which state you're located in. Really comes down to the speed of your state taking action. I would imagine all of these states are going to work as quickly as they can. That's my anticipation, my assumption, but who knows? Let's see what they do here, okay? Now, you might also be thinking as well, I already got a partial payment, right? So what are they going to do for me? According to my understanding of this and according to what I've been reading on this and the additional information that we have, it looks like all of the money, the $9.2 billion that they need, will be available. Now, remember, a couple days ago, earlier this week, they issued the $4.65 billion, meaning they have about another $4.6 billion that they need to pay to fulfill the entire $2 billion that they need for this program to pay the benefits for the month of November. Point being is that if you already got a partial payment, they will likely fulfill the rest, the retroactive, the back pay, whatever you want to call it, whatever else is due for you, that money should be available. For example, I just saw a comment. In fact, I think it was left yesterday from Michael here on the channel. He left a comment and said he generally gets $135. He got $12. Okay. So in Michael's case, they should still owe him another, what is that? $123 would be the balance due for him. And again, obviously I know it's just Michael's example, but everybody's going to see something different. So if you already got a partial payment from your state, according to what it's looking like here, all the money will be available for full benefits, full SNAP benefits, full food stamp benefits for the month of November. So they should give you that extra whatever balance that you're due that they still owe you on your EBT card, okay? And again, remember, it could take a little bit of time for that to come through, but this process, honestly, considering just like 2 days ago, like 48 hours ago, maybe, we were hearing out of them saying, oh, this could take days, weeks, or even months to get this all straightened out. Like, what? How could it possibly take that long? Well, here we are literally like a couple days later, or however long it's been. I don't know. There's been so many updates on this every single day. But now here we are suggesting by the end of the day, USDA is basically having all the funds available. Where do they find it from, by the way, right? Remember that earlier? Today in the live stream, earlier this morning in the live stream, I was out and they used the metaphor as in the metaphorical couch cushion. They're looking for $4 billion in the couch cushion. Not sure about you. I want that couch, right? I'll take that couch. I'll gladly dig through some lint and cereal and other crumbs and other gross stuff under the couch cushions for $4 billion. I'll gladly do that, right? I'll do it with a huge smile on my face too, right? Anyway, my point being is that that's what they said in that emergency request this morning, was that when they appealed, they said, we're looking through this metaphorical couch to find $4 billion. Where are we going to find it? Well, the judge ruled that they tap into that $23 billion that they found last weekend. Do you remember that? Last weekend, I know it was a long time ago now, but last weekend, all of a sudden they found this secret account. Well, it wasn't really a secret, like the secondary account with $23 billion. The judge ordered them to dig into that $23 billion and basically extract the $4.6 billion needed to fulfill the remainder of these payments. That's exactly what they're doing, okay? So, good stuff. It's really, really good. Now, let me give you another really quick update as well, which is this. The Senate voted again today to reopen the government. It failed. It failed. So we're going to stay in this government shutdown a bit longer. This is good. The full distribution of food stamp benefits, EBT, SNAP benefits, food stamps, whatever you want to call it. It's good that these will be going out for the month of November. If we're still in this government shutdown in like 3 weeks from right now, as we move into December, we're going to see another issue play out on our hands. Okay, we're going to have to repeat this whole thing over again, and it's not going to be a fun process. It's going to be pretty ugly. That's in, call it 3 weeks when we roll over to December. Here we are in November. If we're still in the government shutdown in December, we're going to go through this whole same thing again. It's not going to be good. Okay. Now, we would anticipate that the government shutdown will be over by then. Who knows? No promises. The lawmakers came out over the last few days and said, oh, we're pretty sure we can reopen this on Friday. They didn't. It just failed like a little while ago. They voted and it failed. Okay, so let's not worry about that until we get to the end of November. But point being is that very exciting here. If you're just joining on right now, a quick little recap, and then I'm going to wrap this up, which is this. With all of the drama, with all the back and forth, with all of the appeals, the emergency orders, the emergency requests, the handing down of orders from the federal judge, the filings, all of this business over the last several days, finally, we've come together on a consensus, which is the administration has agreed. They sent out a memo. USDA sent out a memo to all states just a short time ago today saying that they are going through the process of taking all the funds, making them available for states to come in, grab those funds to distribute to the beneficiaries. So long story short here, the money will be available in its entirety to pay full SNAP benefits for all beneficiaries. By the end of the day today, the USDA will have that money available for states to grab the money, and then it's going to go to you, the beneficiary. Okay, so if you are a food stamp beneficiary, a SNAP beneficiary, if you have an EBT card and you've been waiting for these benefits and wondering when you're going to get money, Well, the money's going to be available for the states by the end of the day today, and it'll be out to you soon. Okay. Now, I said this earlier. I'm going to say it again really quickly in case you're just jumping on right now. I just want to make sure that we're covering all the bases here, which is this. It's all going to be dependent on the speed in which your state gets the money and distributes it to you in your EBT card as a deposit. Okay. So it could be fast, it could be slow. We don't know, but realistically, it's probably going to be in the next couple days here by the time that money is grabbed by, all the states and then issued to you. Considering we're going into a weekend, honestly, that could slow the process a little bit. Not sure, but this is great. The administration caved. They're succumbing to the orders out of the federal judge, and the money's going to be available. 100% full benefits, all beneficiaries. And if you already got a partial payment, you should be getting your full retroactive back pay to you probably within the next few days as well. This is what we know as of now. Anyway, if you're new here, please consider subscribing. Please share this video. Please get this information out to people. There's a big share button down below. Let's share the good news. Finally, it looks like we finally came together on a consensus and an agreement to get this money out to the beneficiaries. I'll certainly keep you posted as we get more information. I would imagine we're going to get more, but stay tuned. I'll keep you posted. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this. Really appreciate all of you. I know this has been tough. I know this has been super annoying. I know a lot of people are feeling very frustrated and uncertain about this. Looks like we're finally coming to an ending on this. Finally, it's been a long time here, and a lot of people have been really struggling. Anyway, I'm here for you. Again, please subscribe, share the video. Otherwise, have a nice afternoon. I will certainly catch you again a little bit later. My wife, Corey's here to help me out.